Welcome to the Be Well and Ground podcast, where we come together to nurture our bodies, our families, and our lives in a way that's sustainable, healthy, and full of heart. I'm your host, Emily, and each week we'll connect with wellness experts, passionate professionals, and fellow mamas to bring you practical tips and inspiration on everything from motherhood and health to gardening and low-tox living. This is a space for community where we lift each other up with actionable advice, support, and the tools you need to create more balance in your life. Whether you're looking to grow your garden, simplify your wellness routine, or just find that little bit of peace in your busy day, we've got you covered. So grab a cup of tea, join the conversation, and let's journey toward a more balanced, more vibrant life together. In today's episode, I'm sitting down with Lisa, a personal trainer, nutrition coach, and founder of Balance, a business built around the idea that fitness, nutrition, and stress management all work hand in hand. Lisa opens up about her own journey from dancer to coach, how she went from overtraining and restrictive eating to finally feeling like herself again, and why she's so passionate about helping other women find that same freedom. We talk about strength training, nutritional myths, beating the guilt spiral, and so much more. So let's dive in. We'll go ahead and get started. Just want to welcome you to the podcast, Lisa. Thank you for being here. Just want to do a quick little bio. So me and Lisa actually met through a networking group here in the Lake Norman area. So Lake Norman Women of Wellness. And so we kind of connected there over kind of the love for fitness and group fitness. And then I got to get to know her a little bit more. And she actually has an amazing business about fitness and nutrition. So I wanted to have her on the podcast to give us a little bit more insight on her business and maybe some tips for us to take home. So without further ado, I would like to hand the floor over to Lisa if you want to just start by introducing yourself and your business if you want to share a little bit more about that.
Absolutely. First off, thank you for having me on the show today. So, I am a personal trainer and nutrition coach. My business is called Balanced, where my whole approach is balancing fitness, nutrition, and stress management in our lives. And I work with a lot of former dancers and athletes who, many of which are now moms, whether they played a sport or they have a daughter now that dances or is playing sports. And life gets crazy. And so they're like, how do I stay on top of these health goals? My background is I've been a dancer for 15 years now, and post high school went pro with dance. And that's kind of what started my love for cross training and fitness.
Wow, that's amazing. So for those who didn't know, how did it specifically happen for you to get into fitness and nutrition? Did you just have a love for it after school and that kind of led into you creating a business, or what was kind of that jump start for you?
Yeah, so I actually lived through I just call it bad trends. I did not fully take care of myself in high school in terms of following all the extremes, working out multiple times every day. I was so bad. I would make myself hold planks in my bathroom because I was like, I need to have abs of steel and would like restrict food and
Yeah.
tried all these diets of you can't have dessert, you can't eat bread, and it just burned me out. And by the time I moved to New York and was dancing at a higher caliber, then I realized this is not working. I'm hungry. I don't love how I'm showing up every day. So I started Pilates first and really tried to clean up what I was eating, not in a restrictive way, but I did just eat a bunch of processed, not great stuff. So cleaned up what I was eating, did Pilates, and then slowly incorporated strength training. And about a year after doing that, I felt like a completely different person. And my friends started commenting on, you look so different, you're acting so different, you look so happy. And I was like, I really love this health space and I love answering my friends' questions and knew I wanted to kind of go a coaching route there. So that's when I went to school to get dual certified with fitness and nutrition coaching.
Wow. So it really happened just out of your personal life, realizing something that helped you. You were already giving your friends feedback and giving them coaching. And that was like, okay, this is what I'm meant to do. Is that
Light
kind
bulb
of,
moment. Yeah.
wow, that's awesome. So how would you say that your training philosophy developed? Was it just through trial and error, or how would you describe your philosophy in general?
Definitely trial and error. And I think I took from the athletic background, fitness has always been my like of the three pillars, I enjoy the fitness aspects the
Okay.
most, but through school, learning the importance of the nutrition, like again, stuff I didn't know growing up, it's amazing getting to share that because every single one of my clients, when we get to the nutrition pillar of my coaching, they're like, I didn't know that. Am I supposed to eat that much? Am I supposed to eat this?
Yeah.
And it's like mind blowing. So I think I really base it on starting at the foundations and truly building up. And it seems elementary sometimes, but I like start from step 1, go to step 3, and sneaky little pushes in there. So I'm a very loving coach, but there are times where I'm going to give you that tough love. And it's like, you can do more weight, you can do more reps, like giving
Yeah.
you the tough love that's in there, but in a caring manner, if that makes
Okay.
sense.
So if you could describe your training style in like one word, what do you think it could be? Or maybe a few words if that's too hard to kind of narrow it down.
I guess this is multiple words actually.
That's totally fine. I was like, maybe one word might be a little hard.
Coming from that description, like a sneaky but gentle push. Like
Okay.
I want it to be calming and I want you to enjoy the process of it, but at the same
Yeah.
time, you came to coaching for a reason. I'm going to put you in the direction towards those results, which sometimes means going in the uncomfortable area.
Okay, gotcha. Now, would you say, like, for the coaching that you offer, can you kind of walk us through what specifically you offer? Is it just strength training? Is it just nutrition? Is it a combo? Like, can you break it down what that actually looks like if someone was interested?
Absolutely. My one-on-one coaching is a 6-month program, and I also offer 3 months if someone wants a little bit less.
Okay.
And the first month is when we start with fitness, and that is strength training, Pilates, cardio, whatever they specifically want. I always do strength training for everyone. And that can be in person, like personal training sessions with me where you learn the form and the basics, or it can be workout programming where you're added to my app and I send you the workouts for you to complete at your own time. Then month 2, we jump into the nutrition. And again, it's hands-on where some clients want a full meal plan and I write out what they're eating each day at what time. And some people are like, I just need to know a list of ingredients, like a grocery list, some new recipe ideas, and simple guidelines of how much I should be eating and when. So that's very dependent on what is going to help them be most successful. And then month 3 is the stress management. We take a look at their sleep and their work and their stress just day to day and what they're doing to manage that. Ties into, do we do a workout today or do we prioritize the sleep? And we tie all of what we've been working on into one package.
Okay. So there is a 3-month minimum then. Is that kind of how your coaching works? Because all three have a specific reason that kind of play into seeing an actual change. Is that
Yes,
right?
for the full program, 3 months
Okay.
minimum. I do have some people that feel good with their nutrition and just want personal training or
Okay.
workout and just want a meal plan, and that is not a minimum.
Okay. So if can we talk about a little bit more, if you don't mind switching gears a little bit, that
Yeah.
you emphasize strength training a lot. Why is it that we emphasize that? Do you have a reasoning philosophy of why you focus so much on that?
It not to get too geeky and sciencey,
No,
that's
go
kind of
for
what you
it.
learn in school. I mean, that is the
Yeah.
basis of the human body and how it
Mm,
moves.
okay.
And it's also not trending, which is a whole different topic. It's
Yeah.
not just a cool form of movement right now. I mean, it's been done for years. It not only helps you build muscle and lose weight and lose the body fat, but you're still going to link then and gain mobility and flexibility and all the other things that you get from trending forms of fitness,
Yeah.
but it is the foundational. Like if someone goes from sedentary to doing something, they go into strength training and walking rather than starting with HIIT workouts and burn boot camp and Pilates and all these high intensity.
Yeah.
Strength training can be made low impact and it's good for your muscles and your joints and your bones. And it's the effects of it are just profound compared to other forms.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense why you focus so much on it. Would you find that, or would you say there's any misconceptions that people have about building strength? Are people hesitant or are they kind of open to it? Does it take a little bit of coaching?
A mix of both. They're never hesitant to the point of I don't wanna try it.
Okay.
They are definitely interested, but there's a level one of fear of for females getting bulky. I don't wanna lift weights, I don't wanna look like a huge bodybuilder, and
Right.
that's just not how that works. You have to lift so heavy and eat so much to get that type of body. It's the misconception of gaining versus strength training typically will actually help you maintain or lose weight.
Mm,
And to pair that with they're typically stuck in a routine. When I get to people that are ages 30 and 40, they have a routine that they've been doing and they don't want change. So
okay.
if they've been in this routine of intense cardio and Pilates and they do that 6 days a week, they don't want to change that. So then you're kind of fighting you need to diversify your exercise a little bit and trying to coach them as to why they can't do the same thing 6 days a week.
Okay. So I could see that perhaps some people could face some burnout too, like staying consistent. Is there a way that you help your clients kind of avoid that without being burned out, but sticking to like a plan?
Yeah. So that's where the diversity definitely comes into is each week you don't want your exercise to be the same.
Okay.
The general minimum is 150 minutes of aerobic movement per week and then 2 days of strength training.
Mhm.
So going to the gym, that can be, do you enjoy dumbbells, kettlebells, resistance bands, like variety of exercises there to choose from. And then the other days of the week, what do you enjoy? Is that riding a bike? Is that Pilates, yoga? Picking what you want, and so
Okay.
your body has one, something new to adapt to, and that's better for results. Your body won't get bored and it stimulates your brain and your muscles to produce more results that way. But then
Yeah.
also mentally, you're not just like, okay, same class, same day. Like it gives you something
Yeah.
to be excited for.
Okay. Is there also something to be said about working those same muscles, doing the same exercises for a long period? Is that, would you say, bad for your body and that's why it's important to kind of change it up? Or kind of talk to me about that? Or is it good to have certain groups that you always work? I was just thinking if someone was consistent with, hey, I only do these workouts, these days a week, and that's all I want to do forever in my life, is that healthy? Or it
It
depends.
depends what the workout is. You definitely want to work all of your muscle groups multiple times. So, like, if you go to a group class that Tuesday is lower body and Thursday is upper body, and you do that every week, that's fine. Like,
Okay.
you still with my strength training, I'm working the same muscles multiple times. It's just
Mhm.
in different formats. If I
Okay.
was to always go in and only do dumbbell work ever, it
Right.
would get tedious over time.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, it's not bad to do the same thing, but when you look at a 20, 30-year span, eventually your body's going to stop responding to the same workout when you're 50 that you did when you were 20.
Right. Yeah. So, how would you say sustainable progress looks like over the months or years? What would you say as a coach is, are you setting them up for sustainability or what that looks like in the perfect world?
Yeah. My coaching is definitely based around longevity and sustainability rather
Yeah.
than what can you do in 1 month. I'm
Mhm.
thinking more 1 year, 5 year, 10 year. Some of the quick wins you always want to notice is how you feel. And again, not looking at numbers on scales or clothing, but
Yeah.
do you wake up and feel less tired? Are you less bloated? Do you have more energy during the day? Do your clothes feel better? More of a confidence standpoint there.
Yeah.
But then for a lot of my older clients, are you still able to get out of a chair without pain? Can you still
Mm.
walk upstairs? Can you lean down and pick up your grandchild one day? Can you
Yeah.
still go to the grocery store by yourself? And more of having that independence. So the strength training comes in there where it's like that's going to keep you moving when you're 80 and when you're 90.
Mm.
It's trying to teach them that you're training for the rest of your life, essentially.
No, I love that. That's awesome. I think that's a really good philosophy that you have. So, and I love that's like the first piece of strength. Can we switch gears now to talk about a little about fitness and nutrition? Would that be
Yeah,
okay? Okay.
absolutely.
So, what trends do you see that are not serving people right now, long term, in regards to fit or nutrition?
Nutrition,
Yeah.
the dieting, the
Yeah.
any kind of diet. I could list them all, but just diets in general, cutting out a specific food group. There is a reason foods were created. So
Mm.
a lot of people that are terrified of carbs, that is one of your micronutrients. Your body needs it in a surplus amount, which is why it's a macro, which just means big pretty much. Restriction just leads to your body being more stressed and inflamed.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. I
So,
could see that.
and
Yeah.
females don't love that. So,
No. Yeah. What's
it's,
interesting, I'm nursing my son, but I'm also trying to get into working out. And I'm like trying to figure out like how do I work out but also make sure I'm eating enough? It's like a weird balance. And I keep researching that I still need carbs and it's actually very important. So
yeah.
there's so much kind of confusion that goes into that. Is there anything that you can say is a realistic alternative for people who want results without extremes? Like what would your, I guess, if you could blanket statement your nutrition philosophy be?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I don't like using the word diet or any kind of restriction in my coaching. My goal is to teach you what clean foods are and what those options can be, but they give you the freedom and the choices or the understanding to make the choice that works for you. I want
Mhm.
you to be aware of how much you're consuming and what you're consuming, but I don't need you to track every ounce of what you're eating. I think that's another going back to the mistake question dieting, but also under fueling. A lot of people do so much intense workouts and then they don't eat, or they eat like
Oh,
a granola bar and they're like, that's my lunch. And
yeah.
you need so much more food. Baseline 1,200 calories is your body functioning as a human. That's you doing the dishes and making dinner. As soon as
Mhm.
you add in any exercise, that bumps up past 1,200. So I've had
Yeah.
people come to me that are working out for 2 hours every day and they eat 1,000 calories. And they're like, I can't lose the weight. When you do that, your body holds on to fat. So it's not
Right.
going to trust you to let it go. All that to tie into, I want clients to feel safe to eat more and know what they're putting in their body is good for them. So,
Hmm.
having that awareness of what whole foods are, what unprocessed to avoid, and what actually can be had in moderation. Sugar is one of the biggest ones. Carbs are needed, added sugar is not.
Hmm.
And the disconnect there of what's being said out on social media and in the world is not always true.
Ooh, that's good. So,
So,
would you say there is any like specific examples that you could give us of something that we might think is healthy, but like given the world saying it's healthy and it's actually not, or some kind of like specific myth busting nutrition? An example?
two big ones I can think of are granola bars and smoothies.
Oh,
They
okay.
granola slash protein bar.
Okay.
When you look at the ingredients, typically, so if the nutrition label says total sugar, that number is fine. Under it, it'll say added sugar. That number is typically all the way up, and there'll be bars that have 15 grams protein, but 18 grams of added sugar. And then
Oh.
you look at this like huge nutrition label, and it's got vegetable oil and some of them with colors. It's got all of your food dyes in it. So it's just
Hmm.
really, you have to be picky in the store about what types of bars you're eating.
Okay.
And same thing goes in with smoothies. When you make them at home, you can control what's in it.
Right.
But a lot of places that claim this is a protein smoothie and it's so good for you, fruit naturally has sugar in it, which is great, but
Hmm.
they add a bunch of other sugars in them. So again, you'll get a smoothie that's 30 grams of protein, but 40 grams of added sugar. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's where you're really weighing what's actually good in that smoothie or not. So it's just little things that are claimed as healthy. You want to look at the content of what's in it and not just what it's called. Like protein toast is not always going to
Yeah.
be the greatest thing.
Gotcha. So do you have a specific granola bar that you would recommend, or do you make them at home? Or you have a smoothie that you could recommend?
I
Example?
use Herbalife products for most of my shakes and my bars. That's a company that's been around since 1980 and
Hmm.
it's was first designed as a weight loss program. But I use their products. It's literally a powder that you mix with water in a blender and you're done. So I do that more than protein bars, but I like the Built Puff bars
Okay.
and Trader Joe's has Bear Bell bars. So those are the
Oh,
two.
I have had those. Those are
Yes,
really good.
right?
Yes.
I'll like swap between those when I want a bar.
Yeah.
Smoothies I don't do as much anymore, but this is
Mhm.
very uber specific. Smoothie King has what's called Gladiator Strawberry, and it's also vanilla and chocolate. That
Mhm.
one's got a really clean label, so
Okay. That's the
that
one
one's
to
great.
do. Okay.
Yes.
Good. Good. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I always try to include like a specific example that someone could make a change. I love that. So, I guess from your coaching, you start with the strength. You talked about nutrition. All of this stuff that you're sharing with me today, they kind of get this information from you that you're there to walk them through how to read the label for food, what exercises they should do. And then the last piece you talked about was talking about mindset, right? In real life. So,
Yes.
I would love to chat a little bit more about that. How do you go about assessing someone's overall mindset health? Do you have a certain way to tackle that, to figure out how to best help them, or kind of walk me through your process?
Yeah, that is definitely very individualized
Okay.
depending on one, career, how the person's coming to me. Are they very eager? They're like, I feel great. I just want to better my nutrition. Or are they coming to me from I need to lose weight. My health is impacted. I don't want to, like anxious, depressed. It really depends what state they're coming to me from. And as I go through the first 2 months of coaching, I constantly on our calls will ask, like, how much sleep are you getting? How much downtime during the day do you get? How stressed do you feel? Just to kind of gauge as we start fitness and nutrition, how they react to it. And that guides me into month 3, although I do adapt everything in the first 2 months. If the workouts are not fitting, we change the workouts. It's never
Okay.
like
this is what it has to be. Yeah.
Yes, it's
Okay.
very flexible. So I kind of just get answers to their day-to-day life so that when we get to month 3, it's how can I incorporate today I want you to take 2 minutes, sit on the couch, just close your eyes and breathe. Or do I need them to journal? Or do they need to skip a workout and go on a walk instead? It's very nuanced because I have some people that work 12-hour shifts and then they get off work and they're like, I'm exhausted, I'm cranky, I don't want to work out. And that's going to be a very different reaction than an entrepreneur who makes their own hours.
Right. Yeah. We're gonna have to tailor it. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where the accountability, we get biweekly check-in calls, but you can text me at any point. And so that's the big part of my private coaching is having that access to me. I will never forget one of my first clients called me one morning. She was like, I'm supposed to go to the gym right now and I don't want to. The gym sounds like it sucks and I don't know what to do. And I was like, well, what do you want to do? And she goes, of the whole workout, there's only 2 exercises I want to do. And I was like, then go through those 2 workouts and then stretch. And she goes, okay, that works. Aww. And it was just like having me there to be like, it's okay.
Like permission to like, yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I know it's probably hard to do this, but would you say there's typical themes that you find with mindset with most of your client? Is it like letting go of perfectionism? Is it like the struggle of a busy life? Like what are most people kind of trying to figure out how to balance?
Those 2 actually tied in together,
Okay.
being that with a busy schedule, it's hard to find the time to get the workouts in. And
Yeah.
so then clients are very hard on themselves. And not even clients, everyone. I do it to myself.
Same.
Like
Yeah.
they don't get a full hour-long workout in after working for 9 hours, and they're like, well, I'm the worst person. And it's like trying to break that barrier of you did something, let 15 minutes count. You don't need 60 minutes.
I literally struggle with that so much. I have to like work my body till I'm sweating and like, to feel like it counts. I'm like, that doesn't fit for my life right now. I have 2 kids. Like, why am I don't know why we do that. Do you have any like advice on how to stop?
Well, when I find out, I will
Let me
also
know.
be using No, I'm the worst of it. If I'm not sore, I'm like, I didn't go heavy enough. It's really self-talk, and that's where the mindset comes in, and that is what worked for me and has continued to work for me. So guiding clients on what they can tell themselves, if you didn't have time for a full workout, but you got home from work and you made dinner and you went on a walk, take a minute and say, I made a meal at home. I moved my body, period. I don't care what you did to move your body, you did. And that is more than 75% of people. You stood up off the couch like that, giving yourself credit there because like we talked about, you're training for your life. You're going to end up being an athlete of can I live better for longer? You're not an Olympic trainer. And if you are, that's a different topic. But for my community right now, like you're training for life, you want to feel good. And if in this current moment you don't want to go do a HIIT class for 60 minutes, no one's making you.
Right.
Exercise and nutrition at the end of the day should feel good and you should feel empowered. So it just goes back to that self-talk. I did something, I'm proud of myself, and make a plan. And tomorrow you have this bigger workout planned and you do it, but be adaptable. I'll write out all 7 days of my workouts. And if I get to Wednesday and that workout sounds like I'm going to hate my life, I'll just swap it with a different day.
There you go. I like it. I like how all of your training and coaching seems to be very flexible, adaptable, and it really is tailored to the specific individual and not super rigid. And it's also like you're that friend, like you're like that best friend that's like, hey, I want to do this. And you're like, you got this. Or like, no, you need to listen to your body. So you're like that sounding board almost for them to kind of go through. Yeah, that's amazing.
When we're in our personal training sessions, I'm going to make you like lift heavy weight. And a lot of girls are like, no, I don't want to go past 10. Like, you're going to lift heavier than 10 pounds and it's going to be great. But then the next day when you text me and you're like, I'm tired and don't want to work out, let's go take a nap. Like, it's, balancing. And again, that's why I named the business Balanced is there's 2 sides to the story.
So. Yeah, that's awesome. So I know you do coaching as one of the pillars of your business. Now, you also teach classes, right, in the community. Do you want to touch on that a little bit and kind of share a little bit more what you offer?
Yeah. So currently, as of February in this year, strength classes are Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m. and Pilates I do every other Tuesday at 12:30. And more of those will probably be added. I do a lot of pop-up Pilates classes on weekends and sometimes on Thursday mornings. People are loving those. So they will
Good.
pop up occasionally, but yeah, the group classes are really community centered. I wanted a space where people feel, women specifically, safe to come work out. Because
Hmm.
I've been in plenty of gyms and Pilates studios and boutique studios where it's very clicky. You can tell who goes there, who they want there, based on how they act and what they wear.
Right.
And I want you to show up in your pajamas and work out. Like, I do not care how you walk in that door. Like, I'm here to give
Yeah.
you a workout and also just give you a safe space.
Oh,
So I do that at Lake Norman Nutrition, which is a nutrition club in Cornelius, but it also can be virtual. I have clients that live in different states that just hop on Zoom, just a space for you to take 45 minutes to 60 minutes of your day, break
mhm.
away from work, give yourself and your body some movement. But a lot of my private clients still take classes. It's supplemental, just off of the work we do together. I give you 3
Oh, okay.
workouts during the week that you do. This is your 4th one. You come take a Pilates class and you get that more interaction with me.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, does your schedule, like if someone's interested, do you kind of shift your offerings every month? Or has it kind of been starting to be more consistent for like in-person classes and stuff like that?
Yeah, starting to be more consistent. Wednesday, Tuesday pretty much will be the schedule, but like I said,
Okay.
pop-ups will come up a couple of times a
Okay.
month. So it's flexible in terms of if I get enough interest and everyone is wanting a second day of a certain class, like I can always add it.
Yeah.
It's just kind of seeing what everyone wants right now.
Well, that's good. It kind of plays into your business too. You always check in and kind of tweak when needed.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome. Well, perfect. Well, if you would don't mind, is there anything else you wanted to share about your business before we kind of do some rapid fire fun questions, just to kind of close it out? Was there anything else you wanted to speak at? Or
I'll just talk about guilt real quick.
oh
It's
yeah, let's yes.
still back on that mindset topic.
Yeah.
I was the worst at it, which is why I got into this space. If I missed a workout,
Hmm.
my mind was the meanest thing that you would ever hear. Or if I went out to eat, like it was just constant food and workout noise. It's all self-talk. And again, I walk you through strategies to go through this,
Hmm.
but really asking yourself, where is that guilt from?
Okay.
Why are you upset that you missed a workout? Like at the end of the day, you took care of yourself. And that's
Right.
just a mantra I want everyone listening to repeat to themselves is I prioritize myself in however that looks for you today, you did. So don't feel guilty for not going to the gym every day. And if you see someone on Instagram who did, you don't know what their life is, and they probably aren't sharing the other parts of their life. Rest is part of our human need, and that is also part of my program is I will tell you rest. You will get texts from me that are like, you better not be doing something right now.
Which
So
I feel like is the opposite. Most people think a coach or trainer is like, do more. And you're
yeah,
like, no, sleep.
guilt is normal, especially when you start this journey, but it does not need to define you. A lot of people are like, I don't know how to break that. I don't think I'll ever feel good in my body and not guilty. It is possible. Like, you're not always going to feel like that. You just have to have the tools and know how to balance everything.
Wow, nice.
You should be happy with yourself, is at the end of the day.
That's awesome. I think that's a really good goal to have for anyone. And it's also very nice to hear that everyone kind of suffers from that negative self talk, especially from ourselves. I don't know why
Yeah.
we do that, but it's very human to do and it's very
Yes.
normal. So you're not alone. Well, that's awesome. Well, I would love to kind of just do, I always kind of close out podcasts with some fun questions. Are you a coffee person or a tea person?
Tea, but it has to be iced. I
Ooh,
don't like
okay.
hot drinks
That's like a fun fact.
other than hot chocolate, but I
Okay.
don't, yeah.
Specific tea that you love right now.
I am so southern if you can't tell.
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea, sweet tea.
I love sweet tea so much.
That I also have like an herbal, like a raspberry tea from Herbalife,
Mhm.
which has been great. But yeah, I don't like coffee, so sweet tea it is.
That is so interesting. I love that. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
Morning person.
Morning person. What is your typical, I guess it kind of depends if you teach, but what is your
Yeah,
typical wake up time?
6.
6.
Sometimes
Okay.
on the weekend, 7.
Okay. Gotcha. Favorite workout song or playlist?
I listen to like what I call my dance music. So like what I'm choreographing for my kids or teaching them.
Aw.
So it's very not workout vibes. It's like pop or sometimes 90s, 80s. I don't like current music to be honest.
No, that's okay.
So
That's
I just my favorite artist right now is Alex Warren. He's
okay.
not really a workout music person, but I will work out to anything is the issue.
Wow. That's a
So
cool,
it
that's a
could be like,
superpower.
I mean, it's like a depressing song and I'm over there back squatting and I'm like,
You're
you know
like,
what?
yes.
You got this.
Oh, that's funny. I definitely need music, which I'm also like, I need to train myself to not need music to work out. You know what I mean? But it definitely
Yeah.
gives me that little pep when I don't feel like working
I
out.
typically work out with my boyfriend, which helps
Okay.
because we'll talk or he'll do something stupid and I'll laugh at him. So then
Oh,
it's makes up for it. It's great.
that's perfect. That's awesome. What is your go-to? Is it okay to like comfort food? Like, what is your favorite go-to food? I
French
guess that
fries.
doesn't have to be super healthy too, unless
Yeah, French fries.
French fries.
If I'm needing something and if I'm really having a bad day, French
Yeah.
fries dipped in a milkshake.
Oh,
You got to go all in.
that sounds so good. I was actually craving French fries yesterday because for some reason, I was running around the house and I was like, I'm so sweaty. I need French fries. I don't know why. Like, I just needed it.
It's yeah.
I
If
don't
I'm
know.
trying to be a little bit on the cleaner side, any kind of pasta, I love
Mm,
pasta and breads.
mm.
But yeah, no, French fries are just you can't go wrong.
It's a good one. Favorite way to move when you're not training?
That's hard right now because I'm in the middle of my biggest dance training season. So I'm like, what does
Oh
it mean
man,
to not train?
you're like,
I will do shorter, lower intensity Pilates classes, and I
okay.
love just being able to like lay on my living room floor and do some core work and stretch.
And
So any type of core and hip mobility are probably my two
that's awesome.
moves.
Okay. What is one indulgence you never say no to besides French fries?
Brownies.
Oh my gosh.
Brownies, all that is my favorite dessert.
Yeah, that's a
I can
good
like
one.
cookies are in front of me and I'm like, man, if someone makes brownies, just give me the whole pan
Oh
at
my
this point.
gosh. Yeah. Do you have a favorite recipe that you like to make? Or is there one that you like to buy?
I do have a clean version that has no added sugar. So if you're interested, I'll give you my
Ooh,
Instagram after and I can send
okay.
it to you. But Ghirardelli, the like,
Okay.
I don't know what it's called, the like rich chocolate, whatever one it is. It's a red
Mm,
box and it's great.
I know. I just ate lunch and now I'm like,
You're
this
like, I think I should make brownies.
I think I should. I might make them tonight. What is the last book or podcast that you loved?
Last book, last book I just finished and really liked was Colleen Hoover. I don't remember because I read all of her books.
Mm,
So anything romance. I'm
okay.
currently reading Outlive by Peter Attia, which
Okay.
is a science book about longevity, which is all my coaching, which sounds like it'd be boring because it's very medical and there's some terminology, but it's actually really interesting. It's got me excited about what I do. So that's currently what I'm reading.
Good. I kind of do the similar thing. I like to have one like fantasy or something, and then one like learning book.
Yeah,
And then I
for
kind of
sure.
go in between both.
Yeah.
But I love to read a lot of psychology. So I think even like anything health, I just get very like nerd out about it. I just love to read.
And
Yeah.
my podcasts that I listen to are either like health or entrepreneur podcasts. So again,
Mhm.
they're not like funsy ones. They're just me trying to grow as a person. And I'll
Yeah.
go on walks. That's another part of my not training season. I love
Mhm.
walking outside, not treadmills. Cannot do treadmill. Got to be
Yeah.
outside.
I know. I just got a treadmill. My mom gave me one for my birthday because it was in her garage. And I was like, I really want to run, but I have to do it during nap time and I have to be in the house. And I was like, well, I need a treadmill, but I
Yeah.
hate it. I can't stand it. So I'm
I
trying
get
to
so bored.
right. So I put vision board stuff up there. I was like, what do I need to do to distract myself enough to like it?
I
So
would be the one that like starts looking at the wall and trips though.
right. I haven't done it yet. So it's hard though. I get it.
Keep me posted on that
I
one.
will. Is there a vacation spot that makes you the happiest?
Somewhere I want to go that I think will make me very happy is Australia. But
Ooh,
aside from the dream, I'm very much a beachy person. So
okay.
any type of coastal city beach weather.
Okay, nice. Is there a specific beach or does it
I
matter?
grew up going to Emerald Isle, which is the North Carolina
Ooh,
coast,
yeah, I
and
love that beach.
love that beach. But I don't said that at the same time as you. Anyways, starting to explore some now, and this summer we'll actually be going to Venice in Italy. So we're going to the beach
That's
there, and I'm
that's amazing.
so
Yeah.
excited. Like,
Oh, yay.
yeah,
That's gonna be so exciting for you. You have to let me know. I mean, I don't know, it's not really apples to apples, but
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. Emerald Isle is just so
I
homey. I've been
know.
there since I was literally a
Yeah.
baby, and it's like all my beach memories are there.
Mhm.
There's difference in being in a big city at a beach versus I take my chair and sit there for 8 hours and read a book and have a picnic. Like, I don't know that can be beat.
Right. No, so true. What about a weird talent or hidden skill that you have?
Ooh,
Mhm.
gotta think about this one for a minute.
I know.
I have a bunch of weird, like, dance-related ones of, like, I can jump off standing from my knees or, like, weird things that freak people out with
Oh.
flexibility, but not I'm trying to think non-dancer just as a human. I
Mhm.
guess I'm not skilled is what I'm learning at this moment.
It's a hard question to ask someone, like, on the spot. You're like, "I don't know what I am." Here, I'll give you another one, and then maybe if it comes
Okay.
back. If you could have dinner with any 3 people, who would they be? They can be living, dead, or historical.
One would be my great-grandma. She passed away when I was in 5th grade, but I would love her to just see how I've grown up in life and where I am at now.
Mhm. Yeah.
But then getting crazy, Emma Watson would be amazing. She was my
Okay.
favorite actress growing up, and she played Belle, who was my favorite princess growing up. So I'm like, there's a connection there.
Yeah.
And she's much older now, but when I was younger, would have loved to meet Celine Dion. She was one of my favorite
Mm,
singers. And
mm.
those aren't really related to me in life at all right
No.
now. It would just be cool to meet them.
I mean,
Emma Watson has been since I was 8. I was like, I'm gonna meet her one day, and I still don't know how,
it's gonna
but
happen.
she'll forever be Belle in my heart.
That's so sweet. Did you have any other things that you wanted to add before I kind of close it out, or if that hidden talent came to you? If not, no worries.
Um, I will just close out with a little for everyone 2 to 3 things they can
Oh,
kinda take
perfect.
away, and
Yeah,
if
let's do it.
you are going from ground zero or you're in a routine, but it doesn't feel like it's working for you and you're tired of it, 2 to 3 things you can do, super simple. Daily movement. Whatever that means for you, whatever duration of time, move your body intentionally, meaning
Mm,
doing laundry does not count. My mom does that. She's like, "Oh, I did laundry." No. Go do something for you that's not an adult chore. Move your body. Secondly, eat. At this point, I don't care what it is, but you probably need to eat more knowing this community. If you're hungry, feed your body. Find a favorite snack and sit down for 10 minutes and eat your favorite food. And in those 10 minutes, this is the third thing, quiet time. Give
mm,
yourself time each day that is designated to you, that even if your mind is running, let it run, let yourself be stressed, but try to talk to yourself and be like, this is life, this is normal, I'm okay. And
mhm.
give yourself some time each day to decompress, specifically before bed.
Nice. That's really good tips. Thank you for kind of looping that in at the end for
Yeah.
everybody just to take some action steps. And then, if you don't mind, could you kind of share if someone's interested in either your workout classes, if they want to do a coaching program with you, if you can share the best way to contact you, and then any of your socials. But I will also link those below, but just for those listening as well.
Yeah. The best way to reach me is through Instagram. Balanced with Lisa is my Instagram handle. And you can also go to my website, which is balancedwithlisa.com. And it's
Okay.
going to have all the information about classes, coaching, Herbalife products if you want more nutrition support. It's also got my email and phone number if that's easier than Instagram. And if you follow me on Instagram and message me that you heard this podcast, I do have a free gift and recipe pack that I will send you. So let me know.
Okay, yay, perfect.
And I will
Well,
think about this special talent.
yeah, just circle back with me.
I
Tag
will
me on social
when you
media when you find it.
when you post it, I'll just comment and be like, "I came up with
Okay, good. And then I'll
it."
share it. Well,
Great.
thank you so much, Lisa. I really appreciate your time, and I will look forward to seeing you again soon.
Yes, thank you.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
Thank you so much for being here with me today on the Be Well and Ground podcast. I hope this episode has filled your heart with new ideas, inspiration, and a little more peace. Remember, your journey to balance is uniquely yours, and you deserve all the love and joy and the calm that comes with it. If you enjoyed today's show, I'd be so grateful if you could share it with someone who might need it, or if you could leave a review to help others find this space of support and inspiration. That would be so much appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode filled with heart and healing. Until next time, take a moment to breathe, honor yourself, and know that you really are doing an amazing job. Sending you so much love and light. Have a wonderful day.